guys wonder why I hate women.
Secure the ballistics.
I might as well get something out of it, right?
My balls from getting bigger, you know.
Sell Max, sell. Thanks to the 5 Canadian. Watch, gaming's golden age is happening right now. Oh boy, we're back at Rage Bait. Didn't Sell Max, sell also recommend Rage Bait last time he did a video suggestion? I think so. I think this is the second one.
Oh no, the games industry is crumbling! False. AAA game companies are in a rough place. Online weeds certainly choking themselves out. But the industry as a whole, and especially we, the players, we are living in a golden age of games. "24 hours before this one, I released this video summing up all the live service game failures of 2026 so far, and it was already extensive. The algorithm likes discrete, easily definable ideas. That's just the way it is. Anyway, the leeches failing and losing money while attempting to bilk players is good news all by itself, but it's negative good news. You know what I mean? How about some positive good news? Right now is perhaps the best era in gaming history, because
You did not play video games 20 years ago, you fucking LARPing boomer. Or maybe you grew up with Final Fantasy. That's the only game. That's it. No. Yeah, let's hear about your dog shit taste, motherfucker. Let's go.
we have more access to passionate developers than ever before. We have a smorgasbord of amazing games on every kind of device, and we no longer need the journalism industry to gatekeep what gets covered. We are eating so good right now, you guys, and I urge you, please, be intentional with how you spend your time at this steak and lobster buffet we have.
So, who's the sponsor of this video?
Once again, this episode is sponsored by no AC, so I'm dying.
Like, is it sponsored by Humble Bundle? I don't know. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Like, what is this bullshit? Okay, let's just skip to the games. All right, first of all, Pragmata, that's overrated. I won't say it's bad. It was okay, but the combat was extremely flawed. I feel like I played way too many games with better combat systems than that. No Rest for the Wicked. I don't even know what this is. Okay, already this is probably dog shit. I've seen one frame, but let's have him sell us on it.
It's pretty.
Next up, No Rest for the Wicked, which is in early access on Steam.
Oh boy, he's shilling an early access game. Yep, this is the steak and lobster I was promised. All right.
Not for long, we'll talk about that. This is from Moon Studios, makers of Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and the Will of the Wisps, both of which are fantastic games. You should go play those if you haven't already. Now, after those two side-scrolling Metroidvanias, Moon Studios made the very obvious and natural decision to make an isometric RPG with Souls-like combat. And they've
That's the worst thing I've ever heard already.
Fuck you, you fucking bug.
absolutely nailed it.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
No Rest for the Wicked is really two games in one. I love the first, and I kind of hate the second. The good news is that the part that I hate is not core gameplay and can very easily be fixed. The first game is the combat, the exploration.
I'm glad the footage he's showing is running like shit, by the way.
These feel great. Bringing in a Soulsy combat solved a problem that ISO RPGs...
Whoever this guy's fans are, assuming they're real people, are they looking at the screen? Is 125,000... God damn it, Sammy's barking.
...have had for a while, where the object is just to optimize the math to make number go up. Now, I'm on record as a spreadsheet game lover.
Say my name. You're the Quant. You're goddamn right.
But they have a ceiling. No Rest for the Wicked makes the combat fun and engaging instead of the goal being a build that just lets you face roll through the level, which, again, it's got its own charm, but it does have that enjoyment ceiling.
In case you're wondering, I'm eating a Klondike bar right now. It's crunch flavor.
They do this by bringing in elements from Souls games and other action RPGs, like you need to dodge, you can parry, there are status effects that actually do something, you need to manage stamina, you can put points...
This sounds like every fucking slop game that's come out in the past 15 years, and he's saying this is evidence we're living in the golden age of gaming. An isometric, Souls-like. Like, are we fucking for real right now? Alright, let's skip to the next example. Wait, does he only name, okay, rapid fire roundup. Okay, I guess he quickly names some. But he only names 3 games. One is a 6 out of 10. This is him just shilling an early access game. What's the third game?
Good work.
Last one before we do some rapid fire at the end, a game that is due this year and I am bursting with excitement about it. Order of the Sinking Star is the next game from Thekla Studios, founded by Jonathan Blow.
Oh, hello.
Known for...
Damn, he's looking old, dude. Jonathan Blow is one of those people who's simultaneously based and cringe. You know, there's some people like that out there. He says a lot of base shit. He says a fuck ton of cringe shit, too. He's up his own ass. He's very... You know, he's very full of himself in that way. But he does say some base shit. If you listen to him, he absolutely just dumpsters on a lot of indie shit. Like, for the funniest reasons. There's, like, a clip of him ranting about a game with a bad title screen and, like, asking him all these questions before he starts. He's like, this is already shit. This is so bad. This is the worst thing ever. He's at the title screen. That's the shit. He has some great clips, but he definitely says some cringe shit for sure.
Oh.
Known for Braid and The Witness, which is outstanding. With Braid, they had an interesting story that was told in a fragmented way, and there were some pretty cool puzzles that explored a time mechanic.
I might have to find it. I might have to find it for you guys because it is a good clip. It's a good clip. Honestly, I don't even know. Do I even want to listen to the rest of this? We'll skip to the rapid fire. So he's shilling Jonathan Blow's game, whatever. Okay, we'll listen to the rapid fire, and then I'm going to try and find the Jonathan Blow clip.
There are so many more. It's going to be another crazy year where my biggest problem is going to be not having enough time to play all of the incredible games out there.
What games, you may ask? Well, I'm glad you asked that question.
Let's do a little rapid fire at the end. Control Resonant is coming this year. Control is fantastic. Criminally underrated game.
What? How is it underrated? He's just saying you can't listen to these grifter motherfucker. I just spit Klondike bar on my mic. Awesome. I mean, really? How the hell is Control underrated? Everyone was shilling that shit when it came out. I remember.
Really fun gameplay and upgrade systems. Cool X-Files story and a haunting atmosphere that's inside a shifting top
haunting atmosphere. Haunting? What the fuck, dude? This is. You guys wonder why it's hard for me to make positive reviews because, like, whenever people praise games, it always feels so inauthentic. There's very few games where I would have glowing praise, you know. And I'm not gonna even say baby games, not counting baby games since that's like a me thing. Like, yeah, if I talk about Resident Evil 4, it's gonna be me saying only good things because the game has almost no flaws. But, like, I can't talk about that like, for 99.9% of games because there's too many negatives to talk about. So it's hard to focus on the positive.
Building. Control Resonant is coming in September. Another trailer dropped yesterday. That's State of Play. It's looking outstanding. Lords of the Fallen 2 is coming out and is no longer exclusive to the Epic Game Store. The studio raised enough money to buy out their contract with Epic.
Let me get this straight. I should have pointed this out a second ago. The whole point of this video is that we're in the golden age of gaming. These games aren't out! You fucking worthless prick. You're literally shilling games. These are not out yet! How can you say it's the golden age? They're not out! You stupid motherfucker. The 125,000 people, assuming there's no bots here, all fucking bugs. Though who knows, maybe they're dead subscribers because this only has 17,000 views, so I don't know. I feel bad when my positive, or not even necessarily positive vids, but whenever a vid of mine is like less than 100,000, I feel like a complete failure, but I really should be happy with my numbers, all things considered.
so that players wouldn't have to switch stores just to play their game. The studio and the director,
Stop
James
hiding
Lowe,
behind
are
my mic when I
extremely
laugh.
pro-consumer and pursue that at fans' request. And, I mean, it's also a great business move because, look, I'm looking forward to this game, but the buffet is full of great choices, and I probably wasn't going to go over to Epic just to play this one. But now, I can't wait. Guys, I'm a simple man. I love puzzle games and action RPGs. Speaking of one of those, Kena, Stars of Cosmora is coming this year as well. It's the sequel to another.
The first game was the most mid shit I've ever played in my life. The first one was literally like mediocrity incarnate, and you're shilling the sequel.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Shut the hell up.
Painfully underrated game that's on PS5.
No,
that's
you're
Bridge of Spirits.
Your entire existence is vastly overrated.
Fuck you, whoever you are.
Kena is a spirit guide that has to cure a spiritual rot in the land, and also collect these adorable little Pikmin Kodama guys. The new game looks to be much larger, with more variety in combat and map designs, which is exactly the kind of improvement that I want to see in a follow-up title. Hey, do you remember Parasite?
I love how we're saying the game is improved. It's not out yet, but I promise you the sequel's even better than the first one. It's not out yet, though.
But those are on the way. What about right now? Well, in addition to the games that I've already talked about in this video, Code Vein 2 came out in January. That's anime Dark Souls, basically. And the first one...
I heard that was worse than the first one, though. I mean, honestly, I didn't hear people talk about it that much in general, but I really didn't hear much.
Was very fun. I haven't played the sequel yet, but
I haven't played it yet. We're in the golden age of gaming. Here's a bunch of games that haven't come out yet, and I didn't even play this one game that already has come out. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is what... Again, I hate when lefties are right, but the grifter shit... Again, they're right about a lot of the people they say are grifters. Like, a lot of them. Like, a lot of them they're right about. A lot of them. We're seeing an example right now.
I intend to. Final Fantasy Tactics Remake came out in the fall. I cannot recommend that enough. The tactical gameplay...
It's a game that came out over 20 years ago.
...is excellent, and the story is great as well. Guys, this has been one of my favorite games of all time since 1997, and this updated...
So, it's almost 30 years old. Your evidence that we're in the golden age of gaming is a game that's almost 30 years old is being re-released. Yeah, the jokes write themselves.
...version just makes it even better. Claire Obscure Expedition 33, you have undoubtedly heard of, but it bears repeating how incredible it is.
Okay, so now you're saying a game from a year ago. I mean, at least it's a game that came out, but it is overrated. It's good. It's good, but it's definitely overrated. People say it's the best thing ever. It's good. It's good. It's not the best thing ever.
Is if you have not yet gotten on the hype train. Guys, look, there is a feast of amazing games right now, and
this was so trash, it's unreal. Why is it every time? And I get these people, they're always, it's not usually people like this, it's usually like gaming circle jerk troll type people, but I've seen this claim that indie games are better than ever, blah, 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 usually something to that effect. And every time you ask them to name games, it's rancid shit. And then they pretend like, oh, you're just going to say these are bad. You never tried them. Yeah. It's like, shut
your fucking whore-ass mouth.
I don't even believe you like the games you said, I don't even believe you. I don't believe you. All right, what are the comments? Yeah, maybe gaming is past the worst of the 2020s, more appropriate title, but I like your optimism. Okay, ignoring the multiple typos, even that's not fucking true. Is there any evidence things are getting better? Glad to see Greg posting again. Oh, did he, like, disappear? Let's see. 4 days ago, 5 days ago, oh, yeah, 3 months ago. What happened? He disappeared for 3 months. Mossad agent called. He got replaced. I don't know. When racist victim bait debunks itself. That's the Magical Negro movie, isn't it? That's what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, he was getting good views making slop content, but then he disappeared for some reason. Yeah, I think someone recommended this The 7 Deadly Sins of Millennial Writing. Didn't someone recommend this on a previous video watch segment? Because I don't think I clicked on this on my own. I knew I'd seen him before, but I couldn't think of when I saw him. Listen, I understand gaming is a very broad hobby. You know, people have their own taste. You know, everyone's taste is ass. That's not how the saying goes, but that's how I think of it in my head, right? Yeah, clearly my optics are the only ones anyone should adopt. Let's read chat's comments that I'm sure they commented. What's with... Oh, no one from chat commented this time. Okay. What's with the clickbait title, first video I've seen of yours and probably the last? So you make the argument we're now in the golden age of gaming. That's your mission statement at the beginning of the clip, and then completely ignore that statement. Let's talk about 3 games that I've been enjoying recently. Like, how is your subjective enjoyment of some recent games? Anything even close to an argument that we're currently in the golden age of gaming? I mean, a lot of us, older crowds... People got to stop with the run-on sentences, but anyway, whatever. Older crowds strongly disagree, like from my perspective. For example, we're in a terrible age for gaming, an age where the customer is no longer considered and games are made for shareholders and engagement. As opposed to the consumer, you have an argument title and then 0 information to back up that claim or argument. This might as well have just been called 3 games I'm enjoying recently. Well, obviously that no one would click that title. Not that anyone clicked this one either. This is pretty bad views. But still. No, just no. Based. Okay. That's the correct answer. Correct answer. Can't believe chat didn't comment. You've disappointed me. There's a happy medium between yellow paint and a rock that looks the same as every other rock. Plenty of games manage to make important objects noticeable without signposting them to a brain dead degree. I don't know if he maybe brought that up during the Pragmata section. I don't know. I didn't hear that. What the fuck? Dude, this is a bot, man. Even if it's a real human behind the screen, it's not a human in my sense of the word. On mugs, I have so many that are cute, but either broke or are not suited to drinking. I use them to hold pens and handfuls of yard flowers the kids... This gotta be a woman or something. Okay, it's an like a old lady or some shit. Why are you watching the gamer video? AAA game dev in the USA is going to shrink down to a fraction. The cost of living is just too high in the USA, meaning inflated salaries. Most of the layoffs we have seen in the AAA are USA-centric. Yeah, it's cost of living. Nothing to do with them making video games that don't sell, I'm sure. Gaming's golden age was in the mid to late 2000s to mid 2010s. No, see... Like, this is kind of like the Zoomer take. It definitely was late 90s to like 2000. I'd say at the latest, you could say probably like 2011. Like late 90s to 2011. Literally the time that birthed like 90% of what we know and understand as gaming today. That's the problem. This is not a good thing. You wrote this like this is a good thing. Every game copied off the PS3 360 era. That's why everything feels the same. Because that's what appeals to the lowest common denominator. This is not a good thing. I know people think this like it's a good thing, but every game playing like a shittier version of a PS3 game is not a good thing. Most of the biggest brands and best games of most series. After 2016, we saw a gradual decline in not just writing quality. We're talking about video games, and the first thing you brought up was writing quality. This is how you know the type of person we're dealing with right now. That's if I'm matching my shock, the guy who says the golden age was, the 2010s, up to the mid 2010s, is the guy who writes writing quality. How about gameplay? Have you ever heard of that before? The huge pushes toward DEI checklist hiring with their own consequences, and that's also where things started to become increasingly badly optimized. That's all true. I still consider Batman Arkham Knight to be the peak of fidelity to performance ratio. Yeah, that's also probably true. Let's keep in mind a GTX 1080 from 2016 had about a quarter of the performance of today's equivalent GPUs, and in a lot of cases the game still looks similar, if not better than 80%. Yeah, I mean, I agree with this entire thing for sure. We do still have gems today. That's questionable. But the fact that a lot of that comes from studios that are intentionally doing things differently from the rest tells you all you need to know. Well, that's my point, though. That's why I think the PS3 360 era is more like the Silver Age, because it set the standards for all of the copy-paste slop we play today. Those games are better than the games now. But even at the time, a lot of them were seen as downgrades from a gameplay perspective compared to games from the 2000s. Doesn't post for months, post 3 videos in a week. Dumb video title, good game selection. Not true, by the way, not true. They're both dumb. This is the bare minimum we can expect from the space, TBH. Okay, that's true. I would agree that the bare minimum is being shilled as the golden age. I see the stronger indie devs in the line. All right, I don't know why I'm still... Wait, I saw false dichotomy, so I must listen. Okay, here's the yellow paint point that I didn't hear.
Also, I guess, because people whined about yellow paint on climbing spots, the ore nodes are very naturally colored, and they blend into the background quite well. So you're going to...
Okay, he's a certified retard. The games you supposedly grew up with, because you totally are a fan of video games since you were a child, did not use yellow paint, you dumb motherfucker. Oh, it's totally because games are too graphically complex now, so that we have to have yellow paint. Idiot tier argument. Are you kidding? Yellow paint has only existed for like the past, 3 or 4 years. What do you think they did in all the years previous to that? Fucking grifter slop. It's crazy because this is the type of content the YouTube algorithm rewards. And I know you could extrapolate this to describe my content. I'm obviously self-aware enough to realize that. But I hate that just shilling commonly held opinion over and over again. Like, this is how you get 100,000 subscribers in the current year. Like, you chuddies, all you chuddies who are like, how do I be successful on YouTube? Just make dog shit. Trust me. Make dog shit. Pretend to have a real opinion, but it's the safe, normal center-right libertarian opinion. You'll get 100,000 subs. You'll get 100,000 subs. I feel bad about shitting on this guy in particular, but I just think there's 100 grifter channels like this. If everyone talk about milking farm, this is some astroturfing, okay? I told my mom about this the other day. I'm not even lying. She tried to debate me as if the thing doesn't exist. By the way, never mind. This literally became a complaint about my mother's stream after a certain point. I don't want to do that. I've done that enough, I think, in my life. But seriously, I was telling her about this, and she was denying that it was porn the entire time. Like, literally, I'm like, Mom, would you have a problem with someone watching fucking, brazzers in public? And she's like, it's not the same. It's not your thing. This is pornography in the written word, and women think it's completely fine because, you can't see it. No, we see the cover. It's a fucking minotaur. Love a woman. That's the book. Okay? Unless you're pasting something over that cover, we all know what that means. They all know that's porn, and women do read this in public. Yeah, this channel sucks. I don't know what to say.